Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Gabriel and I'm gonna teach you Portuguese, especially the Brazilian Portuguese. So if you're new in this channel, subscribe to my channel, press the like button please, share this video with your friends, and if you wanna help me and help my work, you can make a donation through PayPal. So today we're gonna continue to see the conjugation of the verbs, regular verbs in Portuguese. Last class we saw the conjugation of the verbs from the first group, the verbs that end in AR. Today we're gonna see the conjugation of the verbs from the second group, the group of verbs that end in ER. For example, the verb comer, to eat. It's a verb that ends in er, so it belongs to the second group of conjugation, and it's a regular verb. It's kind of a model. The conjugation of this verb comer is kind of a model, a standard that we follow to conjugate any verb, any regular verb from the second group. So let's begin. Firstly, we have to review the personal pronouns. Every time I teach you a verb conjugation, I'm gonna review the personal pronouns. It's very important. First person singular, eu, I. Second person singular, tu, you. Third person singular, ele, he. Ela, she, and você means you, but I put here because it's the same conjugation. It's equal to ela and ele. It's the same conjugation here, even though você means tu, the conjugation is different. Tu, it conjugates in one way, você, it conjugates in another way. They both have the same meaning. First person plural, nós, we. And we have this expression, a gente, that can replace nós. Okay, nós and a gente, they both mean the same thing, we, but the conjugation is different. It's also different, but they both mean the same thing, nós and a gente. Second person plural, vós, you in the plural, but vós is more used in Portugal and in some regions of Brazil, but it's very rare. Third person plural, eles and elas, they. Okay, but in Portuguese we have the difference between male and female. So eles for men, elas for women, just like ele, ela. Okay, we have this differentiation. And we have also vocês. Vocês can replace vós, and it's more common, but the conjugation is different. Okay, now we have reviewed the personal pronouns. Let's conjugate the verb comer. As I said, when we conjugate a regular verb, we have to know the radical of this verb. And how can we know the radical of a verb? It's simple. We highlight the termination of the verb, and the termination of a verb in the infinitive is the termination of the group from where this verb belongs. So for example, comer, it belongs to the second group. The second group, the verbs ends in er. So er is the termination of the group, the entire group. So when I see a verb in the infinitive, the termination will be the termination of the group. For example, in the verb comer, the termination er is the termination of the second group. So er is a termination, and what remains is the the radical of the verb. In a regular verb, the radical will repeat in each person. So in the first person singular, we have the radical, the semi-radical. In the second person singular, the third person singular. In the first person plural, second person plural, and third person plural, we have the same radical. And after the radical, we are gonna add the termination of each person. Each person has its own termination, and we are gonna add the termination in the present. Remember, we are seeing the indicative present, the conjugation of the indicative present. So first person singular, the termination will be the letter O, okay? And we say eu como, I eat, eu como. Second person singular, the conjugation, the termination will be es, and we say comes, tu comes, okay? Remember, tu is used in some regions of Brazil, is used in Portugal, but it's not very common, okay? Tu comes, you eat. In the third person singular, the termination will be the letter I, come. So, ele come, he eats, ele come. Ela come, she eats, ela come. Você come, you eat, você come. A gente come, we eat, a gente come. First person plural, the termination will be emos, E-M-O-S, and we say comemos, we eat, nós comemos, we eat. Second person plural, the termination will be eis, E-I-S, and we say comeis, vós comeis. You, in the plural, you eat, you all eat, vós comeis. But you must have in mind that vós is extremely rare in Brazil, okay? I'm just teaching you because in some regions you're gonna listen people saying vós, but it's very rare. Vós comeis. Notice here we say comes, okay? The strong syllable, the strongest syllable is the first comes. Here we say comeis. The strongest syllable is the last one. Comeis. Comes, comeis. Third person plural. The termination will be em. Comem. Eles comem. They eat, for men. Elas comem. They eat, for women. And vocês comem. You eat. You all eat. In the plural. As I said, it's more common for people saying vocês comem instead of vós comeis. I think I never said that, but it's important. We use eles for men, and we use elas for women. And when we have a combination of these two genders, men and women together, so how do we say when we have this combination? If we have a group of women and we have just one man in this group, we are gonna say eles. The language is sexist, is misogynistic. So if you have just one man in a group of women, we're gonna use the male, the the masculine pronoun eles. Okay, we just use elas when we have a group of people and everybody is a woman, is a group of just women. Then we are gonna use elas. Okay, if we have one man, just one man, we use eles. Okay, so before we finish, let's review the conjugation. Let's repeat the conjugation of the verb comer. Okay, eu como, eu como, tu comes, tu comes, ele come, ele come, ela come, ela come, você come, você come, a gente come, a gente come, nós comemos, nós comemos, vós comeis, vós comeis, eles comem, eles comem, elas comem, elas comem, vocês comem, vocês comem. Okay, so this was what I prepared for you today. Thank you for watching till here. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like this my content, and share this video with your friends. Press the like button, and if you want to help me and help my work, you can make a donation through PayPal. In the video description there is my PayPal account link, and you can make a donation there. So thank you very much, and until next class next week. Bye bye.